Yo, crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with GC news on wealth, wellness, and well-being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at 1100 hours Coordinated Universal Time, UTC, here on the Ubricoin channel. You're just in time, and indeed, we're blessed to be alive and in good health, even as I welcome you to yet an amazing episode of the Yo Crypto. So, first, I hope wherever you are, you're staying safe, you're staying at home if you can, you're sanitizing, you're washing your hands with soap and water. Keeping the social distancing is very important, as well as wearing a mask in public. That is the main thing that we should be doing. And it is a good morning to you, David Mutiru. Thank you so much for joining us live. We appreciate your presence as always. And of course, shout out to Grace Naomi Shiko, Irene, Barbara Abed, Susan Evans, Betty JJ Jojo, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Kimani Kamau, Miss Kindness for Cherry Productions, Madam Beatrice Marango, Joyce of Seattle, Dr. Stephen Karanja, Pinch 254, Samuel Gatua, Brand Rakoi, Ian Mwangi, Tom Romario, Producer Purity, Jacob Yator, Pon Joroge, Jane Nelson, The Prince, Triza Justin, Mohammed Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jane Gashugu, Irene Keaton, Engineer Masinga, The Comical Canadian, Mark Wawero, Stephen Opanga, Raja Usman, Veronica Mwangi, Solomon Mushemi, Justus Kimeli, and of course to our team, the guys who are keeping us getting involved in the Ubricoin trading masterclass. The guys that joined us yesterday, big up to Gideon Bundi, Beatrice Morango, Ruth, there was Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Job, Charles Kea, Chiza, Felix, Jane Washira, George Oduk, Jonte, Samuel Kibe, Fred, and of course the guys who joined at the 8 p.m. Pacific time today. Thank you so much for joining us. Grace, Hannah from Seattle, Bishop Mackenzie, Joe Bright, Frederick, Pastor Zippy Minor. There was a Galaxy S7 Edge, and then of course there was Phyllis Njoki. Much appreciation to you people. You keep us going. Thank you so much for participating in the trading of Ubricoin. That is the way to go, guys. So much appreciation to you joining us. And today our inspiration is coming from Psalms chapter 112, verse 7, and it says, "A good person will never fail. He will always be remembered. He's not afraid of receiving bad news. His faith is strong and he trusts in the Lord." Yes. So, are you a good person? That is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be afraid of bad news, even in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, because definitely our trust is in the Lord, and He definitely is going to do it for us. This too shall pass, and I say that God is in charge because He alone is omnipresent, He alone is omniscient, He alone is omnipotent. So, guys, today on our COVID-19 term, we're looking at life in isolation for a COVID-19 patient. And then next on our crypto news segment, we look at blockchain news in this COVID-19 era. And of course, on Ubrica today, we continue with the amazing class, our Zoom lessons of Ubricoin Trading Masterclass today in about exactly an hour. It's an hour to joining the Ubricoin Trading Masterclass. So let's look at life in isolation. Now, if a person has a confirmed case of coronavirus, they're instructed to practice isolation, which may be at home or in the hospital, depending on how sick the person is. It's meant to keep sick people from infecting other people by keeping them away from everyone. Because the disease is spread by tiny droplets in the air, healthcare workers wear masks and protective equipment to care for people in isolation. Now, the CDC recommends that patients in isolation at the hospital should have their own single room with the door closed and their own dedicated bathroom. Now, for people in isolation at home, they should wear a mask when other people are present and sleep in a separate bedroom and use a separate bathroom if possible. Door handles, taps, and common surfaces should be cleaned daily with disinfectant. So that there is the life of a person in isolation, and you can see they are very stringent measures that need to be taken, including just being separate, sleeping in their own rooms, as well as their own dedicated bathrooms. So you can see that life in isolation is a bit difficult. And of course, this is what you need to do, because then you need to be you need to be keeping away from other people, as well as avoiding to infect the people who are taking care of you. So we need, and also we don't need to get to this point, guys. That's why we're saying that good hygiene is very important, as well as let's keep praying so that this nightmare of COVID-19 is going to definitely get our way. Now, having said that, we need to keep abreast with the current data. This is from the Ministry of Health, and this is in Kenya. The number of tested people is 18,089. Of course, now the confirmed cases are at 374. We have 14 deaths, and we have 124 recovered. 124 recovered. I love to say it twice, because then that is where the hope is. And we know that God is going to definitely do the impossible. So that is as of yesterday. So we definitely expect to have more news on the numbers, whether they'll increase, whether they'll remain constant, then that is a case to be. We will just find out later in the day. Now, having said that, I would also like to condole with the family of a New York emergency doctor who killed herself. Now, you can see that our frontline healthcare professionals are really facing a difficult time of COVID-19, because they're saying, according to family, the police and doctors, it is due to the stress caused by the pandemic that contributed to the suicide. So it is really a hard time. So we need to really pray for our frontline healthcare professionals, because they're definitely faced with a very trying time. So we need to keep them in our prayers, and we just encourage them. Let us not fear, and let's keep going, because definitely God is going to cater for everything. Now, having said that, we can now move over to blockchain and what it's doing in this COVID-19 era. Now, we have an article on Cointelegraph by Marie Juliette. A new app for COVID-19 combines blockchain with web inventors' privacy tech. And before I continue, you can see David Muturu is telling me crazy recommendations they have out there. I don't know what you're talking about, David. You maybe you could elaborate about the crazy recommendations, even as we go on with our crypto news. So we're looking at this new app for COVID-19. And now the United Kingdom's Open University has developed a COVID-19 proof of immunity app that combines blockchain with a privacy preserving data solution for web inventor Tim Berners-Lee. Now, the prototype app undergoing testing as of April 29th would support the proof and verification of tamper-resistant tests, results for COVID-19 antigen tests, and vaccination coverage. Now, the solution could ostensibly be used to provide frontline workers, healthcare professionals, and the wider public with reliable immunity certificates that would be stored on a distributed, immutable, and trusted blockchain-based registry. Alongside consortium blockchain technology, the app uses solid pods, an acronym for the personal online data stores developed by World Wide Web inventor Tim Berners-Lee's web decentralization project Solid. Now, each user would be asked to provide proof of identity before antigen testing, which would then be hashed and recorded to the blockchain registry. Once test results have come in, they would be issued as a digitized immunity certificate to a solid pod on the user's phone. Now, a verifier would then be able to check the authenticity of any certificate by using their own mobile device to send a hashed version of the certificate to the public registry to seek a match. Now, by combining blockchain, distributed server architecture, and solid pod technology, Open University claims the public will have a high level of control over the storage and presentation of their healthcare data. Now, Professor John Domingue, director of the Knowledge Media Institute, said, and I quote, "Our app, building on several years of research into decentralized certification, is readily scalable, applicable generically, and waiting in the wings for immunity testing to be in full effect." End quote. So, guys, we're looking at what blockchain is doing during this COVID-19 era, and we're talking about combining blockchain distributed server architecture and solid pod technology so that the public will have a high level of control over the storage and presentation of their healthcare data. So this is good news, and this is the way to go with blockchain. Always, we need to be looking for blockchain solutions so that we can also see how we're going to fight against this particular pandemic of COVID-19. Now, having said that, guys, we can now go to Ubrica today and we continue with the conversation of Ubricoin Trading Masterclass. And even more so, I want to bring to your attention the reason why we keep on doing these trading sessions, we keep on having this Zoom class, is because we care about our Ubricoin. Now, having said about caring for our Ubricoin, it then means that the moment we continue encouraging ourselves to mind about the Ubricoin, we are going to reap a lot of benefits from it. And by this, I mean that, first of all, when you look at the moving average for the Ubricoin, daily moving average, you will notice that there is great improvement for the Ubricoin. And having said that, then you could see that we have a multiplicative power. And this multiplicative power of Ubricoin is very high, and there is no such investment that you will find. An investment that gives you up to 2,000% increase, you'll not find it anywhere unless you let me know otherwise. But I am thinking that the more we keep on buying Ubricoins, the better it's going to get for us. The more we boost even the trading volumes of the Ubricoin, then definitely the price is going to be higher. And what that means for everybody is that wherever you are, you will be in a position to build yourself. You will be in a position to build the people around you. So that is why we keep on encouraging you guys. Let's keep investing on the Ubricoin. Let's keep doing this because we know that the future is looking very well. And we look at the spike since November last year. The price of Ubricoin was just steady and it was just flat all the way until January. Between January and February, we found a spike and it went high, and then it went low a lower bit, and then we got spikes up to the point where between April 20th and between April 20th we then got a spike of 2,000% increase. And that is where we're saying that if we could manage to have more people coming on board to do the trading, then we have more people. You invite your friends, your relatives, your enemies to come and join this definitely this good noble cause of buying the Ubricoins as well as trading the Ubricoins, then we are definitely on our way to wealth, wellness, and well-being. And this is by the numbers. So if we can see that there's a great improvement in the Ubricoin price by now, the more we invite more people, guys, the more it's going to be better for all of us. Now, having said that, I then want to encourage you to join us at 3 p.m. East Africa time. That's in about 50 minutes or so. We will be joining Miss Susan to give us even better details on return on investment for Ubricoin. So just don't fail to join us and keep going, guys. Much appreciation once more to the people keeping tabs with us and joining us each and every single day. That's the way to go, guys. Let's keep busy, let's keep indoors, and let's get the money going for us. And the Ubricoin definitely will come back to us with a bang of wealth, wellness, and well-being. Now, guys, I've got to love you and leave you, but not with a quote on discipline. That's my takeout for COVID-19. So you bet I will be letting you know a quote each and every single day on self-discipline. So today we're getting it from a writer, William Arthur Ward, who says, "The price of excellence is discipline. The cost of mediocrity is disappointment." I have been your girl, Scholastica Mugi, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now.
Ciao.